Microbiology, and this is our board game presentation. And the name of our board game is Microbe Mystery. All right, so quick overview. This is based off the board game Clue, and it's intended to introduce medical microbiology concepts. And if anyone is familiar with pathogens or disease progression, this can be a way to implement group study. And this is the game board. It's very similar to the Clue game board. The player pawns start in the middle of the board, and they roll a dice, and they make their way into one of the rooms here, which are basically organs of the body.
Okay, so this game includes three different types of cards. We have our pathogen character cards, our mechanism cards, and our organ cards. Not pictured here, but we also have one die included and a mystery envelope and different game pieces for each player. So to start, each player will be given 5 cards and a game piece. So for these cards, they can be any 5, just as long as each player has at least one of each type. As Kevin said, players will start at the center of the board, and also one of each card type will be added to the little mystery envelope, which is pictured right there, that black envelope with a question mark.
So how to play this game? So first, everyone takes turn rolling a dice, and the highest roller starts. The highest roller starts by rolling a dice that will determine the number of space they can move. During their turn, each player can choose to ask the neighboring players to reveal one of the cards. For example, if the person to the right asks a question, the person who is rolling the dice must respond correctly. And they keep rolling, moving, and answering correctly to have an idea of the mystery. Once they have an organ space, they'll only have one guess. If they guess incorrectly, they're out.
Okay, so for the importance of this game, again, students that are unfamiliar with any medical microbiology concepts or pathogens, could be a way to introduce them and potentially like pique their interest in medical microbiology. And for the players that are aware of different diseases and disease mechanisms, this can actually be a way for them to study medical microbiology concepts. So for example, when we're asking the questions to our neighbor to be able to peek at the neighbor's card, we can ask a question like, how is Borrelia burgdorferi transmitted to people? And again, this can be a great study technique for group study because not only is it pretty fun, but you're also solidifying your understanding of these concepts. And just to demonstrate a little bit of the gameplay, so everyone at this point has shuffled the cards. Our 3 mystery cards, one an organ, one a pathogen, and one a disease mechanism, were placed into the black envelope with the question mark on the side. And again, each player has 5 cards in their hand, and they're going to start by rolling the die to see who goes first. So they go around, see who gets the highest number, and then the one with the highest roll gets to start. And as you see, they're beginning to move across the board, jumping into different spaces. And right here, one of the players is showing the other the card because they got their question right. And game continues on. Again, showing the player their card. And when they're showing the players their card, they're also mentally writing down or mentally checking who has which card to be able to kind of try to make a better understanding or a better guess of which cards are not in gameplay and are actually in the envelope. And as you can see, Celine was an organ and they took a guess and they got it wrong. And unfortunately, they were disqualified from this round. So the rest of the players continued on. Another player ended up in an organ and she made the correct guess. So to conclude again, this game is really great for explaining simple concepts to students that have never heard of medical microbiology. But if you are aware, this will actually act as a study tool for you because not only are you having fun, it's a little bit competitive, you get to do this over and over, we have a lot of cards that are available for you to pick from, and questions can be made up on the spot, or you can actually come up with a group study guide to utilize when playing this game.